Sugar bam. How you like that? I burnt the fuck out of myself earlier. That shit sucked. There was something that I was gonna say. It was the fucking Ripple case, dude. The fucking the judge denied the fucking motion to dissolve.
And not the news I was expecting. Ripple just got denied. Got news that you're probably not gonna like. Take a look at what's on the screen. Some of you already know, but I want everybody on the same page. Annalisa Torres, the judge with the case Ripple versus the SEC. Remember that the indicative ruling that the two parties already want to get this through. They already want to, move on and close this case. Some money for the SEC, some money for Ripple. Everybody happy? Not so fast. Judge Torres has denied this motion, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at what that means. New Judge Torres message in the ruling is that private deals don't erase public judgment, and her judgment still serves the public interest. The parties do not have the authority to agree not to be bound by the court's final judgment. They have not come close to doing here, so...
website building. I actually hate that part.
Bro,
But anytime I need a new site,
shut the fuck up.
If they want out, if they really want out, she said they can withdraw their appeals and let judgment stand or go through the appeals process to challenge it. Newsflash, we are continuing with this case that seems not to end. And the price of XRP today, right now, here on BTCC, looks like this. Don't worry, I have some good news as far as opportunities to make money with XRP. I got you, fam. I'll tell you immediately. But just to show you that we're earlier than Brad Garlinghouse, he's gonna be putting something, guys, and he's gonna reply to this. There's some pretty good news also for Ripple XL, XRPL EVM sidechain wormhole. Today we're partnering with Wormhole to bring multi-chain interoperability to the XRP and the upcoming XRP EVM sidechain. So those are some also good news, guys. But what everybody wants to know is exactly what is happening here. So I'll tell you the full story, guys. Don't go anywhere. Drop a like, consider subscribing to the channel, and leave me all your fury in the comments below, because we cannot do anything with the war. We cannot do anything with tariffs. We cannot do anything with the SEC and the delays. We cannot do anything with all this. We can also do anything with this. So, FYI, if the price of XRP still continues above $2, it's a mega win. It's a mega win, okay? Now, what happened here, it's dated today, so date file. So this is breaking less than an hour ago. They posted this, so I'm just reading it to you guys. I'm sharing it with you guys. So plaintiff, the Securities Exchange Commission, the SEC, and Ripple asked the court to state that it would dissolve the court's permanent injunction ordering Ripple to obey the law, and to cut the monetary penalty imposed against Ripple by more than half, right? So that's the request. And the request is denied. Background. Back in 2020, go through all of this, right? The SEC's theory was that Ripple offered and sold security called XRP without first registering with the agency, with the SEC. So investors were deprived of information about XRP and Ripple's business that would allow them to make informed investment decisions. The SEC moved for summary judgment, contending that it was indisputable that Ripple violated the SEC. Okay. In other words, the SEC asked the court to rule in the agency's favor because Ripple could not win. On July 13, 2023, the court agreed in part that the SEC finding that Ripple offered XRP as security without registration in violation of the act, when Ripple sold XRP to certain institutional valuers. So, in March 2024, the SEC asked the court to end the case. So, the agency requested that the court permanently enjoin or prohibit Ripple from violating Section 5 of the Securities Act, and that required Ripple to pay a massive penalty of nearly $1 billion, right? And it continues right here. So it's a big, nice, beautiful page Let's see how many pages there are here. No, it's here. Here. Oh, it's just Ripple because it's trending. Might be 2 pages. There you go. There you go. This is what I was looking for. Perfect. Open this one. We're back. Representing the money Ripple made from its illegal offer and sale of XRP. So you can continue. So the court agreed in part that the SEC on August 7, 2024 entered the final judgment in the case. So last year, permanently enjoined Ripple from violating, yada, yada. On May 8, 2025, the SEC and Ripple signed an agreement to settle the litigation of this court. However, the parties stipulated that settlement will only take effect if the court vacates or strikes down the injunction against Ripple and reduce the civil penalty by 60%. So, discussion. And this is what she is going through right now. Now, we move on to this right here. More discussion. So it's a lot of things going on right now. And at the end, this is what we got. So it's a big one, right? You can come to James K. Fillin. You're going to be able to listen and read basically the entire response, right? But at the end, here it is. Court respects the freedom of the parties to resolve their disputes. It also that true that the SEC, like any other law agency, has discretion to change court after bound by court's final judgment. The act of Congress. For that, the parties must show exceptional circumstances that outweigh the public interest or the administration of justice. And she's citing other different ones. They have not come close to doing so. Accordingly, if the jurisdiction were resorted to this court, the court will deny the parties' request to vacate the injunction and reduce the civil penalty. Conclusion: for the foregoing reasons, the parties' motion for an indicative ruling is denied. The clerk of the court is respectfully directed to terminate the motion, which is the indicative ruling. Annulatory. Guys, ain't happening. Ain't happening. Our case continues. Our case continues. Now, if you're taking this chance to buy some XRP as it's going down, good news. BTCC is bringing me another giveaway of 500 XRP starting today all the way to July 3rd. All you have to do is click the first link down below, sign up. It's going to look something like this, guys, to claim your deposit bonus. Start trading, deposit, and click here so you go through all the instructions and join me trading, because it's important to be alert, knowing.
Motherfucker, bro. This motherfucking case has been going on for so fucking long. But you know what? It's going to be worth the wait, bro. With everything happening right now with the war and all that crap and all the fucking stupid shit going on with the tariffs and everything, like, you know what I'm saying? They're trying to, there's going to be a humongous shift in, like, the wealth and, in the money industry is going to be a huge shift. It's going to be either, oil and gold and American dollar, BRICS is trying to get rid of the American dollar, whatever happened to the oil thing. There's a lot of things that are happening right now that are just, that are floating out there, and they're all on the table, you know what I'm saying, with this whole new presidency and everything that's happened within the last, 2 months. So, the bombs here, bombs there, so there's a lot of things, going on that can affect the market. The market was actually manipulated throughout the last 30, 40 years by the presidents most of the time. People noticed that recently Donald Trump said, hey, it's a great time to buy. He tweeted it or whatever the fuck. And then once he tweeted that, the market froze for a second, and the next day, bam, that shit fucking shot up. So everyone's thinking oh, what a bitch, he's fucking manipulating the market. At least he fucking told you, hey, it's a good time to buy. You know what I'm saying? The presidents before him would just say, fucking manipulate the market, and they would buy. And then boom, when it would jump up, they would make profits. So at least Donald Trump said, hey, it's a good time to buy before that shit happened. So, a lot of people didn't get to do it, but a lot of people that do follow him saw that shit. They bought, boom, they got the same amount of profits as Donald Trump did. So, yes, it's always going to be manipulated. They control the economy. They control the flow of the dollar. They control the debt there and all that shit, man. So, you just got to understand, man. You have to fucking you have to follow what they tell you because they're the ones controlling it, and then it's always going to be controlled. If they fucking make XRP blow up right now, they know that they're gonna allow like so much money to flow in that they can't control. They can't control that shit. So I could send you $1 billion and it'll be in your account for in 3 seconds. You know what I'm saying? It'll be quick. So they don't want people to have the control of that kind of money, especially that quick and that secure. So that's why Ripple's on, they're on Ripple's ass about it because they do not want to let them have that kind of money control. They don't want it, bro. So yeah, hopefully soon it'll be worth it though. So I'm just gonna keep buying, whatever the fuck, bro. Just have faith, bro. Just don't sell, don't give up, and just keep buying, bro. Later.